Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown. Couched in a soft bun. And garnished to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger.
Hey everybody, welcome to Androidvision, your June edition, brought to you by theintestinalfortitude.com. Oh. We're officially in the summer of Androidvision 2023. Man, where did the fucking time go?
I don't know.
You've been here for a while now.
I guess I have.
It's like...
Has it been over a year? I don't even know.
It's been like
No way.
Like almost 3 years. Because like you helped me like right before the pandemic, I think you came in.
Yeah, maybe.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
She said no. I say yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. No? After the pandemic, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all fucking blur for me right now.
I know. Time doesn't really exist. No. It's all in here.
Whenever you come onto the property here, this abandoned fucking drive-in movie theater, it's like the Bermuda Triangle.
The world stops.
Your compasses stop working. You just lose track of all time and space.
It's like purgatory.
It's like kinda, but you know.
I've been through a couple girls.
Yeah.
It's a TARDIS.
We don't even know where Jaculus comes from. He's just here. He just showed up.
And now I can't get out the door.
Well, it's because your cock's too big. That's the only reason why. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to us. We got a really good episode for you guys tonight. We're gonna do some science horror-ish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some science type of stuff, but. We're going to really get into it on this PSA, though. You really liked this one, didn't you?
I loved this one.
Why?
Oh, these filthy whores.
Apparently, we find out in this PSA you can only get VD from women.
Oh, yeah. Only syphilis and gonorrhea.
Oh.
And,
only from black
the old days.
women.
Only from
juke joints.
Yeah. And unclean girls.
Oh. Wow, yeah, this was a funny one.
We don't tell the truth.
No, this is what happens when you go out on furlough and you...
That's not where I got VD from.
Oh.
Andy.
Where did you get VD, Andy?
From ejaculate.
Ejaculate,
I got it from the toilet seat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't cheat.
The toilet seat and Caitlin.
Yeah.
Oh,
She left it on the toilet seat.
I did, I'm sorry.
little sprinkle of ED here, little sprinkle
I have
of
a question. This girl said that she got herpes from me, but from my mouth. Is that
possible.
Is that possible?
Yeah, herpes is through
Absolutely.
bodily
Blood.
fluids.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Because I had like a little canker sore, like, you know, down there, and then I went
that's
down there.
Two different.
There's two different strains as far as I know, but I don't know if that could still be passed that way.
Because she's like, hey, I got a cut on my pussy. And I was like, a cut? She goes, yeah, it feels like I got a cut, like a sore. And then I said, huh. And then she went and got it checked because it wasn't going away, and they told her it was herpes. But she swore she was never with anybody else. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
But it's really fucked up because I fucked her after that, but I washed my dick right away. So I never
You
had
didn't have a pro kit?
I didn't have a
With the
breakout.
pro kit? Yeah.
You needed a pro kit.
Hey man, you participated. You're not a spectator.
No, I didn't have a breakout after that, so I'm good. And that was like a long
You
time ago.
fight fire with fire and it went away.
That's right. Yeah, I tried to pee on it, but I was like, how do I bend it back to pee on my own? So I was peeing in my hand and just
Oh, see, I just pee in my mouth and then spit it.
Oh, dude, fuck.
So much smarter work.
Fuck, I should have fucking
That
done
would
that.
worked.
I should have just pissed in my own mouth. Dude, you're a fucking genius. This fucking alien genius. Yeah, guys, so our PSA tonight it's called Easy to Get. It's from 1941, guys, and it's basically about VD in the Army during World War II. And this lady is all a man could dream about.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She is so pretty. We're going to get more into it after this PSA. Enjoy.
Ugh.
Looking at a really happy mister. This is Corporal Baker, home on his first furlough in over a year. He's a smart, clean-cut guy, and he's a good soldier. He's going to enjoy these days with his family. But right now, it's a good, warm feeling walking down Main Street, exchanging nods and handshakes with the people who've known him since he was a kid. Baker would never get by without a visit to the old drugstore for a Coke and a little chatter with anyone who might be around, just like the days before he went in the Army. It's good to be home. Sleeping late, no details, no formations, no marching, taking it easy. Money on the hip, faces that he knows. What's this? One that he doesn't know. Now this looks like a girl a man could go for. Not just for the fun, but for keeps. If only he could get to talk to her. Well, he could. It wasn't hard, because she wanted a straw, and it happened they were right in front of him. And that's the way it all started. It was a nice beginning, but it was only the beginning. She put the finishing touch to Baker's furlough and made it wonderful. She was all that a man dreams about, gentle and clean. She liked the simple things. Baker did too. She didn't drink. She didn't like juke joints. She lived in the next block. Her mother and father were good people. She talked soft and she seemed well educated, like Baker. He enjoyed every moment they spent together. You can't blame Baker for enjoying those moments, especially since she loved him. She told him so. Wonderful furlough, and it was tough it ever had to end. But you know how the Army is about those things. They were going to write each other often, though, and that would take some of the edge off being apart. You sure were lucky, Corporal Baker. And all because a sweet girl came along and wanted a straw for her Coke. Well, sit there, Corporal Baker, and have a good time while you can. Sit there and dream about the 10 days you had in heaven. Because in a few hours, you're going to find out just what sort of a furlough you really had. Yeah, 10 wonderful days in heaven.
Good gonorrhea, Baker.
Gonorrhea? Why, I don't know how
I do. You had a dirty woman.
No, sir. A girl back home. She wasn't any prostitute.
Have you known her long?
Why, I met her the day I got home, sir.
On the street or in a bar?
Why, I don't mess around with street walks. I met her in the drugstore.
Was she a pickup?
No, sir. I just met her, that's all.
And you had her that night?
No, sir. The next night.
And you didn't use a rubber?
She was afraid of them, sir.
Or a pro kit?
No, sir.
And you didn't go to a pro station?
She looked clean, sir. She looked clean all over.
Not on the inside, Corporal. Where you touched her, she was filthy and diseased. That girl of yours was just a pickup.
Just what does it mean to have gonorrhea? Well, take this man. He used to be a star athlete. He caught gonorrhea and went to a drugstore instead of a medical doctor. Don't you take chances on being crippled like this. And this is the kind of thing gonorrhea means. Furthermore, it doesn't feel any better than it looks. Now, some dumb Joes think gonorrhea is caused by a strain, like lifting the rear end of a Jeep, or getting tired on a long march, or knocking yourself out on KP, or sliding into second. Well, that's plain crazy. The only strain that gives you gonorrhea is the strain of chasing after a woman. Well, you know what Corporal Baker's doing here in the dispensary, waiting for treatments. But what's this other guy doing here? He's Private Anderson, in the same outfit as Baker's. He's more of a playboy than Baker, but he's not a bad soldier. He's just out for the laughs, and the more of them, the better. He looks pretty unhappy right now, but imagine it's a week earlier. He didn't look so unhappy then. He'd just been paid, and tonight he's gonna cut himself a slice of good time. Anderson's idea of a good time is drinking and girls. He's had months of marching and KP, and this is his night to howl. Well, the prophylactic station's handy. He'll be coming back here for a pro after he's had his fun. Sure. Anderson will be stopping in at the pro station. Or anyway, that's what he thinks now, while he's sober and can still think. Which isn't for long in joints like this one. It's the old setup. Girls, a jukebox, and a bar. Especially the bar, with lots of liquor to lift you until you're way up in the clouds. Anderson was definitely out for a good time, but he didn't think he'd run into anything this good. She certainly was good looking. Damn sight better looking than anything he expected to find in a place like this. Sure, he knew she was a whore. So what? Whores are supposed to keep clean, aren't they? Don't lots of places even have laws to make them keep clean? That's what Anderson calls having a good time. And when it was over, it was time to take a probe because it's no good unless you take it right away. But Anderson didn't exactly feel like leaving. Not when he could lie around and have a smoke and then maybe for another $2. Well, he was out for a good time, wasn't he? And that's just what he was going to get. And maybe a little more he wasn't out for.
What made you think she might be clean, Anderson? She was a prostitute.
That's it, sir. I figured if being a prostitute was a job, she'd have to keep clean.
Well, maybe she'd like to. But she can't if she takes on men one after another. Any man with a couple of dollars.
But she had a card that said she was in good health.
Probably a week old. But even if it had been only an hour old, it still wouldn't mean a thing. She could have had a man with VD 5 minutes before she had you and pass his germs on to you.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that fucking PSA.
Should have probably warned him about the graphic nature of that film.
Grandma's a whore.
That was the smallest black penis I ever saw.
It was. Wow.
Our grandparents were dirty.
I know. He's all squeezing it, and just the stuff was coming out.
I have a question. So, is it only African Americans that get VD? Because there was only one white guy in that whole movie.
Yeah, I was wondering if
a
they
doctor.
had another segment for
I'm gonna have to look for
other,
one.
yeah, the other races.
I'm gonna have to
This
look
is
for one.
World
Because
War
I
II, you know.
guarantee the white men were sticking their dick in shit too.
There is another PSA out there with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's another PSA that where it's white, but they did blame the women a lot in that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's always their fault.
definitely sexist.
Yeah,
Well, that's where it comes from. Is
Yeah.
women.
Women.
blue monkeys.
Women and blue monkeys.
Green monkeys. Yeah.
Women.
So basically, this lady was all this guy could dream of. 13 days of heaven on furlough, or 10
She
days.
looked
of
like
heaven.
she was 13.
I know. And he goes, I don't know, sir. She was just simple and clean, not clean from the inside. And,
I like the other one where it's like, she's a prostitute, she's supposed to be clean, isn't she?
It's
She had a card.
regulated.
She had a card. That was my favorite.
Yeah, the best one is
The whore license.
but sir, she looked clean. And he goes, but not on the inside. That's what the doctor told him.
Never clean on the inside.
Yeah, footage of real
Dirty,
dicks in this
dirty.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part one real dick.
terrible footage of dicks in
Of
this one.
just a nice syphilis dick.
Good, clean, juicy.
Syphilis.
It's just like babies.
Yeah.
Or the guy who poured whiskey to try to get rid of it, poured whiskey on his junk.
What
It
about
looked all dried up and chapped.
I know.
That was weird.
Mouthwash.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
yeah.
mouthwash.
And then it went down to he's like, this guy was a star athlete, and his knees looked like the Elephant Man's after.
Yeah, oh man.
All fucked
Knobby
up.
knees.
Yeah, all fucked up. Yeah, so keep yourself clean, guys.
Girls, keep yourself clean, girls.
Girls. It's
Oh,
girls.
They're gonna
It's
blame
only
us.
women.
Keep yourself clean.
It's only women.
You know what's funny is I
Women.
always attributed VD to dudes growing up.
Well, it's
all
because you're whores.
well, no, because all the guys I knew growing up I never heard of girls like, I don't know. I just always heard of guys like, I got gonorrhea, I got crabs.
Where do you think they got it from?
Women.
Dirty ass women.
Docking.
Docking.
My friend didn't. Well, not my friend. It was our friend that lived in the street. His older brother's friend. Because you know, back in the late '80s, guys in high school used to wear mustaches like they were fucking John Holmes and shit.
Oh yeah.
He got crabs in his mustache and his eyelashes. He went down on a hairy girl. Yeah.
Well, they were all hairy in the 80s.
Hey, I'd prefer them all to be hairy now.
I
But
know.
that's just my thing.
Okay, so we're ready for your dirty pussy story from last month.
What dirty pussy story?
I'm supposed to remind you about the dirty pussy story.
Oh yeah. Okay. Same guys, by the way. Driving with my friends. We went up to camp. We went not camp fishing at Jemez Pueblo. We're in Jemez, Fenton Lake, and we were driving back, and it was the same older brother's friends. And they picked up this girl on the side of the road. She was hitchhiking, and she was a native girl. And then Danelle, the guy with the fucking...
Why she gotta be native?
I'm gonna tell you, because I'm gonna tell you about her ancient ways of not fucking getting raped. He was fucking trying to kiss on her and gave her some beer, and they were drinking, and he kissed on her, and then he was trying to get in her pants, and then she was having none of it. And then they're like, okay, well, we're gonna drop her off at the next gas station. And he dropped her off. He says, she had sand in her pussy. It's like, what? She put dirt on her pussy and in her pussy as to not get fucked with.
Wow.
Yeah.
Survival skills.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's gotta be irritating.
Not as irritating as a man trying to get down your pants.
Yeah.
She's just making little pearls.
Yeah. She put sand.
She's making mud pies for later.
Pearls in that club. I just got that. Yes, that was great.
Yes.
The sign off.
All right, guys. Our movie for tonight. It is a film that centers around a group of doctors trapped in a quarantine hospital with a giant, weird-looking insect, and it started with it's spreading a deadly infection. That's right, guys. It's 1987's Blue Monkey. Yeah, Blue Monkey. Did you watch this one a little bit?
Yeah, but it says insects is the name of it everywhere else.
Yeah.
But why in America Blue Monkey?
I don't know.
So weird.
It's a strange one. Yeah, the tagline is they breed, they hatch, they kill, and maybe it's just a phase they're going through. Stupid. It just rolls their eyes. That's right. It's a Canadian horror film, guys.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. All fucking passive aggressive and cheeky. Fucking.
They probably apologized for it later.
They did. It's directed by William Fruitt. He's got 40 plus directing credits, including Funeral Home and Spasms. And check out his fucking TV fucking record, guys. He did Friday the 13th, the series. He did 10 plus episodes, 27 episodes of Goosebumps, and a shit ton of episodes of Poltergeist: The Legacy. I mean, that's just the beginning of the tip of the iceberg. So all those trashy...
Yeah, that's pretty good. Those are good credits.
Fucking syndicated fucking horror TV shows. This guy was really involved with a lot of that stuff. It's starring Steve Railsback of Life Force, and he also played Ed Gein in a movie. And he did play Charles Manson in the TV miniseries Helter Skelter.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a veteran actor. He's been in a lot of stuff too. He's been in X-Files episodes. He's been in a whole ton of shit, and he regretted to be in this movie. So we're gonna get more into it a little bit later on about that, why he regretted it. But it's a strange one, right?
It's a strange one.
It's weird. It's got like almost a TV movie type of feel to it. But
after school special.
Yeah, it's real strange. And it all gets started with some old bitch, I don't know.
Hatching larvae,
and getting inside somebody's dick or arm. I don't remember, something weird like that. So, have fun. So, not like, Ejaculus was putting larvae in his dick.
Well, that was for fun, though.
Yeah, but he thought it was going to cocoon some type of alien butterfly. But did it happen?
No, that's what comes out of my dick.
Well, yeah, but you put a larvae in there.
It wasn't big enough.
Oh, what? The pee hole or the larvae?
The larvae.
Oh.
I need something bigger.
A big old juicy grub.
Oh, yeah.
The Science of the Lamb shit just doesn't cut it. It's too small.
Got you. All right, cool. Well, enjoy Blue Monkey, guys. We'll be right back.